Hey, how you doing, Blue? Thank you for being considerate and writing in Braille so blind people can read it. Appreciate it. Isn't it super late for me? No, it's 5 p.m. How you doing, Rachel? What's up? I mean, maybe it's more. I don't know. The fuck do I know? But how you doing? Hold up. I need to change something here. Right now this is a little bit too big. There we go. Make it a little bit smaller. Much better. Maybe a little bit bigger. Honestly. There we go. How you guys doing? Um, let's see. Things I can do about this. Um, for now, I suppose, just for now. I might actually have to get rid of these later, but we'll see. Uh, Not until you saw the message of someone with a pink username. Damn, dude, it happens. It's tough. No, sucks to be you, I guess. What exactly am I doing? Hold up, dude. My brain is not braining right now. How you doing, Watts? What's up? The pesky people with pink usernames. The audacity. So let's see. Let's make this a little bit less thick. Kind of like that is fine. Before doing anything else, I think let me just. Nope, not that. They do create chaos a lot, for sure. Not much is working away and catching some great streamer. Damn, who are you watching? Uh, my brain is kind of foggy today. I think it's because it's so hot. Right. So I want to add a surface deform to these. Yeah. Maybe even apply the. No, we don't need to apply the mirror right now. It's okay. And just for now, I'm just going to add a shape key to these. Go for these. Oh, well, we have a problem here now. All right, never mind. We get rid of these. And what I'll do instead is I'll make a selection here. Let me actually go back to the mirror. I'll just make a selection here, here, and here. And then we make a selection here. Actually one over. No, that's fine. Make a selection there. Select these and add on hide. And then let's add the latex material. Just like that. Cool. No, I'm not one's human. Yeah, it's a new survival game kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not too thrilled about it because mainly like I don't really enjoy survival games, but um individual origins, please. Right, you know what? For now, we're really not gonna do any squish, honestly. I'm just going to, let's see, material preview. Yeah, this should be fine for now, then wireframe. And what can I turn off here on the material preview? Yeah, strength is fine, keep it at 1. Hell is this blur thing? I have no idea. Um, alright. Did I make, no, I didn't make a latex shader tutorial. I wouldn't even say that this is latex, it's just like a random thing that I put together. I don't know if this is the actual thing that I'm gonna end up using. Hey, how you doing, Nix? What's up? Back on the Cappy White? Nah, dude, I'm done. This is stressful. I'm just gonna wait until like next week or something like that. That most people have it. That way, whenever we get the the link shell announcement, I'll just you know I'll just go there, very relaxed with plenty of time. Because yesterday I missed two. I missed instance 2 and 3. I think I don't know. 2 and 1 doesn't really matter. I missed two spawns yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? No, it was the day before. And like I literally got up. Like I have been waiting for like 8 hours, and I literally just got up to go to the bathroom. And the moment that I got up, it's found. And a friend of mine DM me like, okay, I get back, and they hadn't even pulled the mob yet. And I was trying to change instance, and I was never able to do it. So I'm just gonna wait until things cool down a little bit. It's a little bit too hectic and crazy. I mean, she laughs every now and then, Blue. For now, this is gonna be fine. It has a 20, like once they kill it, it has a 24-hour window. There's this site right here. Call like if you really want to check, right? Call File Loop, which is basically like Fate Loop. Yeah, exactly. So this is the windows for Gilgamesh, which is my server. But I'm not really stressing it out too much. Like if I'm around, I'm around. If I miss it, I miss it. I don't care. I'm kind of done stress. I'm kind of done stressing about it. Um, Turn off wireframe and let's ooh, get rid of these. Apply the mirror. Get selected object. Yes, please. Add a neck. Cool. Add a chin. Add the shoulders. Wrists. Spine. And ankles. And keys. There we go. But yeah, I'm just kind of done with the whole thing, Nix. If I'm around, I'm around. If I'm not around, well, tough luck. I'll try next day. What is this plugin? It's called Auto Rig Pro Roadshow. I've been advertising it since the moment I got it. Surprised that you don't know what it is. It's high quality. It's probably the best rigging plugin add-on slash whatever you want to call it that you can find out there. Probably the best one. That's what she does 24/7, Blue. He has a PhD on that. Channel level has dropped amongst everyone waiting on my server. We are debating how many appendages. Oh no, dude. Yeah, it's a little bit too much. I doing what's up? Yeah, I'm just done with the whole thing. We'll see. You know, if one of my friends is online and the thing spawns and my friend DMs me and he's like, yo, it's up in this like instance or whatever, I'll get in, see if I'll try and see if I can get in. Because the worst part is that we have to kill it twice. She was so high level. Oh yeah, she is, dude. Is the next part of Fox Hound still? I have no idea what that is. What else am I moving? I need to have booty bones. Let's do that. Hey Dan, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. For now I'm gonna hide this because I hate weight painting or fixing this thing, and it's just gonna get in the way. I might actually just do it after it's posed, so I'm just gonna send it to what is this apron and hide it. We don't need it right now. What's the plans for this model? Well, so far we kind of have these like latex made idea thing going on. That I don't know. It's just basically the only thing that really came up. Um, Yesterday, like the best idea, I suppose. The only like concise idea that we actually got yesterday. Let's switch these to twist. It will fix you laugh. They also like, yeah, that's the idea, I suppose. The camel's back. That's the idea. All right. Let's do bind. Actually, I fucked up a little bit. I mean, it's not really a fuck up. It's more of a could have done things a little bit better and saved myself some clicking. Why is this taking so long? My friend, this is not even that high. Multi-risk. Uncertified. The hell? Right, let's grab these. Let me turn these off so I can grab everything. Given nightmare? No, it's not really given nightmare. It's just like it's taking a little bit longer than usual. That's all. Most of the times I know what makes Blender crash. So usually anytime that Blender is thinking about like, thinking whenever I ask, I suppose, whenever I try to do something, it's not crashing. It's most likely not crashing. It's very, very rare that Blender crashes. And again, when it actually crashes, like I know what makes Blender crash. At least my Blender. All right, what the hell is happening here? Right, I kind of fucked up again. Hide extras. Just please select everything. Deselect select this thing, and then transfer mesh data, vertex groups, layers, nearest face interpolated. Cool. There we go. We need to unparent this thing. Clear parent, yes please. Move this out of the way. Make sure that everything is kind of okay. I don't like that. What's happening here? But whatever. Will be an easy fix later. Um, Let me make life easy on me. Select these things and change their color. Can I do that? That will be where? Bone groups, right? Make custom. Let's make you red. Can we make you red? How do I make you red? There we go. So I'll go for red, lighter red, much lighter red, and assign. There we go. Now it's easier for me to see which things I'm selecting. Do we have an idea for the pose? I do. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll see. I'll reuse the boops on tray idea that we used for Luboa. I think it's her name. Hold up, back broken, back broken. Okay, this was a bad idea. Hold up. I'm so used to now clicking on like the green things. Dude, I need to stop shrimping. Select these things. And you. Let's unlock all these and then copy all the selected. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Tape, great and dope. That's what I'm trying to say. Do we need a rig pro as a beginner? No, you don't. How much does it improve the rigging experience? It improves the rigging experience if you know how to, how to work with a rig. It just makes it easier to set up some things, but it's by no means necessary. It's just one of those things that if you do a lot of rigging, it can be like really useful. But it's not something that is necessary, and it's not like I don't recommend anybody to get a plugin for something if they don't know how that something works in the first place. So if you don't know it, like if you're a beginner and you don't know how to rig, I wouldn't recommend you get out of rig. You getting out of rig pro. Learn how to rig and then get out of rig pro. You did realize that I don't use facial rig. There's the reason, just shape key. The reason being is that facial rigs are not really good. They're not very good. They require a lot of like weight painting, a lot of like work for them to be good if you want to reuse them or like it's basically the amount of work that goes into making a like a good facial rig. It's not worth it for something like what I do, for example, right? That I basically like just use a character for one single project. If you have like if you are working with a model that you're gonna be using for 1, 2, 3 months, I 100% recommend you actually work on a facial rig or get a proper facial rig. That works. Set it up. In my case, it's just not worth it, and I get much better results with just shape keys. Which, by the way, that's also like a proper way of doing a facial rig, right? There's a lot of people that they just do like random bones and they assign these bones to shape keys basically, or rather they assign drivers for the shape keys that you know work whenever you make movements on the bone setup that they made. I don't like that face. Go back to this. We don't have boob bones. That's a problem. I need to stop shrimping, dude. I'm doing it more and more. Why post library looks so much intuitive that in 4.0 because they fucked it up. It's the main reason why I haven't updated to 4.0. It's because they got rid of the post library, which is it's probably one of the most stupid decisions that they have ever made. And to this day, I haven't found a single person that been able to explain to me what's a simple way of updating a pose. Which is my main issue, right? What most people have told me is that I need to store the like the post or whatever, and in reality, what that's actually doing, it's on another like I believe you have to do. Where's that? I don't remember where that is. I believe it's dope sheet. Uh, it's just making action editor. I think it's just making another, another one of these. It's just way too annoying, and I haven't found a way to actually update a post. Like you can make a new post, but sometimes I don't want to make a new post. I just want to update the post, which I can do just fine here, right? I can just click on this thing and then replace existing, and they just replace that one. I don't know, man. I really don't know why they got rid of it. Like there was no need to get rid of it. They had the asset library, they had the post library, or whatever it is, the new thing that they have, right? Whatever it's called. They had the asset library. Well, they still had the post library legacy. Like it says legacy right here because the asset library, it's already in this version. So I have no idea what they felt the need to get rid of it. Meanwhile, we still have fucking like Vertex Paint and we still have Nine Topo. Neither of them have seen updates in years, but they're still there. Oh no, 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 no. There we go. It's a good thing that I usually do that. All right. So now we have boop bones, so we can do whoop, whoop, whoop. There's a chance that I might actually need to returbo this thing. I don't like what's happening with the weights. Now that's easy to fix, but I still don't like it. Now let's make a tray. Hello? Um, hey, how you doing, Jim? What's up, dude? How you doing today? Come to see the cake? I'm doing it again, dude. Hold on, let me. Nope. I keep like, I keep shrimping, dude. I keep going like, I'm trying to not do that. Yeah, but now you can have a picture to see what it's supposed. So here's the thing, Blue. Um, I've been doing this for 4 years. Not once in 4 years. I've actually reused a post that I've made in the past. The main reason why is because in 4 years I've improved a lot. Every single month I improve. Every single month I learn new things. Every single month, I get better. So most of the times I'm just doing things all over again simply because I can make them better. And that's a little bit of crutch, I suppose, right? That a lot of newbies ad- adopt, I suppose, when it comes to 3D, right? They really get into this idea that they're going to use VRM brushes, that they're going to use base meshes that other people made, that they're going to use, like post assets that somebody else made. And most of the times, it just doesn't look good. I understand that maybe you're just trying to have fun with it, and that's perfectly fine. But if you want to improve, that's not what you want to do. And again, not once have I ever reused a pose you know, that I've done before. Now, maybe that's a me thing, you know, because I don't know, I like to try to change things up a lot. Like one of the reasons why sometimes I go idle, sometimes you don't really see me post, sometimes you don't really see me stream, is because I don't really have new ideas. Like I've done so many posts for so many different characters that at this point I'm starting to reuse ideas, and I don't like doing that. But every now and then I just need to accept the reality that that's bound to happen, right? I make about at least, dude, at a minimum, I make 60 models every single month. Every single month, damn, every single year, right? So at the very least, for the past 4 years, at the very least, I've made over 250 models or 250 ideas, if you want to look at it like on a different way, I suppose. I'm bound to repeat poses. I'm bound to repeat ideas. But again, even though I'm going to repeat some of those ideas, I just prefer doing it all over again simply because I know that I can do it better. Mazelad. Hey, Raj, where would you recommend to start modeling like you do? Yeah, I just invested into 3D printer and already painted Warhammer models and want to make models of my own. Where would you recommend to start modeling? I mean, Blender is free, and Blender has a little bit of everything. uh, at least all the things that you might be interested in. If you eventually want something that's a little bit more powerful, ZBrush is more powerful than Blender. That doesn't mean that you need ZBrush. It's just that it's honestly it's a matter of preference and how comfortable you actually are with the software. Um, so yeah, start out with Blender. If you are really really new to Blender, I recommend you do the Blender Guru Dono tutorial. I know it's a meme, but it's honestly, I think it's the best tutorial out there to get you used to get you understanding the navigation of the software, which is probably the most important thing that you need to learn first. It doesn't really matter that you're actually making a donut. It doesn't really matter what you start making out in 3D. What matters is that you understand how the software works and how to navigate it. For me, who's doing mainly animation, the post library is useful. Maybe mainly for the face to speed up the lip sync sometimes. Props other than that. I mean, dude, but that's why you name things as well. Like, I understand it's a nice little thing, but honestly, it's really not doing anything for anybody. It's just like a cute little thing. If you name, oh, a facial shape, shape key, pose, whatever, you know what that pose is. You know, it doesn't really matter if it has a picture or a title. You know what it is. Let me fix something here because right now I want the chat to last a little bit longer. Embed in stream. Let's make it last a whole minute. Will you have any tutorials on your channel? I tuned into one of your past streams. I learned about stuff clothes, pressing like bikinis and stuff. I don't really have newbie tutorials for newbies. Most of my tutorials require you to understand how to use Blender and the things that you can do in Blender. So like I wouldn't say that no, I wouldn't recommend my channel for a newbie. But anyway, Blue. Regardless of it, my issue is not that they have an asset library. I think it's cool that they're adding like new features and all that. Really, really nice. It's a really nice gesture or a really nice touch that they now you can actually preview the pose that you're trying to reuse. That's fine. That's not my issue. My issue is that they got rid of the pose library. There was no need to get rid of these. I probably am better off just doing this. There we go. Let's just add a cube. It's coming one. What resources do you recommend to start rigging in Blender? I'm coming from my end. I'm still getting accustomed to this software. There's a tutorial of I always forget their name. Basically, search on YouTube. Um, rigging in 2 minutes, Blender. Right? Let's see. You don't even need to do Blender. I think. See, rigging in 2 minutes. This is an old tutorial from 4 years ago, but it still helps. For to understand the basics um of rigging in Blender. And then after that, start, like learning about a few other things. But at the very beginning, I recommend you play around with normal rigs for a while, right? Eventually, yeah, sure, look into Auto Rig Pro, look into Rigify. If you're just starting out, I'd recommend you avoid Pierre. Pierre is a great channel, but he's for more like medium to advanced, like level, I suppose. How you doing, Sam? Again, Pierrick, he's a great animator. He has great tutorials. It's just that he's not for newbies. Hey, do Nogi, what's up? Hey, Zudo, what's up? Not much. Still struggling to use Blender. What are you trying to do? What about me? Dude, it's hot as fuck. Hot as fuck. Let me see if I can get decent screen. No, it's not really visible. No, you can't really see. But it says 31 right here. 31. 31 in this room, mind you. It's 34 outside. Avoid who? Pierrick. Only if you're a newbie. If you already know how to, rig in Blender and how to, make a proper rig and all that stuff, 100% go for him if you really want to get something that's more oriented towards animation, because he has some great tutorials. Like Crazy R, it depends on what you're trying to do. I wouldn't say that it is crazy hard. It can be crazy hard. Mhm. No recommendations for a good site to grab references from, been using Pinterest, but it became flooded with AI. But sometimes it's actually, dude, AI is not a bad thing. The bad thing is people that are using AI to scam other people. AI is not a bad thing. AI can be useful. You can get a lot of ideas out of them. And the best thing is that you don't actually have to credit them in any way because they're using stolen art. So who cares? You know? Whatever idea works for you, go for it. All that said, you honestly don't have any better choices, Augie. You either have Pinterest or you have Twitter. But the problem with Twitter is that you need to follow the right people if you want to get like references and stuff. So you don't really have like a lot of choices. Pinterest is probably the main and only place that I think you can actually get references from. And I understand that it's not ideal, but dude, it is what it is. Sadly, we really don't have anything else going on. ArtStation, no. Not to mention that ArtStation is suffering from the same issue, as far as I know, right? ArtStation is also being flooded with AI art. AI art. With AI illustrations. I'm sorry that I called it art, because it's not. Some AI references surprised it became so good now, but probably they do cleanups. Yeah, dude. It is what it is. I've heard that different versions of Blender are better than others. Will 4.1.1 be good to unlock, do you think? I don't like any of the versions past 3.6 because they change a lot of the things that I use on my main workflow. And I refuse to learn them simply because I think they're stupid. The changes they made, they are stupid. They made you do more clicks, they make you waste more time, and none of the new updates that they have released are of any use to me. That said, that's my case. I already had a workflow going on when they released 4.0 and 4.1 and all that stuff. If this is your first time getting into Blender, I would recommend you go with the latest version simply because you will find, like in the future, right, the tutorials that you will find are going to be based on the latest versions. So it's going to be easier for you to um, follow along and learn if you actually have, one of the latest versions. There's a new Instagram that will fail, but in the meantime, they don't allow AI content. It will slip through, pseudo. The AI content will slip through. Because the thing is that there's a lot of people that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I saw a random account reposting
a drawing that somebody I follow made, and the amount of people claiming that it was AI and bashing the art because it was AI, it's outstanding. There were way too many people saying that, oh, this is just AI illustration crap. And it's like, brother, it was made by an actual person, you know? So people don't really know what the fuck they're talking about. And no new social media will succeed until either Instagram or Twitter fail. And Twitter won't fail until, yeah, there's like the only way that Twitter can actually fail it's if they actually ban porn, which they won't because they just allowed it not too long ago. It doesn't matter what it's trying to be. It's not going to succeed. Right? Look what happened with Blue Sky. Look what happened with Mastodon. Look what happened. Dude, there's been like three or four, maybe five different like social artists, social media accounts. I'm sorry, sites that have come up since Tumblr died. It's just not going to succeed. And you putting all your eggs in that basket, it's only going to hurt you. Yeah, you did say that they will fail. It's only going to hurt you. The reason why Twitter is so good and Instagram is so good, it's because there's so many people using those apps. Um, would you recommend a YouTuber to start out at some point to be on par with you? I don't really use one specific YouTuber, Maslat. I'm sorry that I missed your message. I pretty much watch any tutorial that I could watch. It doesn't really matter, like even if it's like an entry level tutorial, I will still watch it because maybe sometimes there will be gems that maybe there will be some tips that I don't know about. So yeah, watch anything that you can watch related to what you want to do. No patience to search on Twitter. Augie, you don't search for things on Twitter. It's the words like the search um engine in Twitter. It's horrible. It's terrible. It's so bad. You need to follow people that do stuff similar to what you want to do, and then you start getting references. It's something that you need to curate yourself. I reckon I'll install the latest version. By the way, I love how engaged you are with your fans. Any YouTuber you recommend to start out? Oh well, I already replayed that. Replayed, Re- responded to that. Replied, answered. My brain is not braining. I'm so sorry. You use Sculpt or something like that. I use a little bit of everything, Maslad. I use a little bit of Sculpt mode. I use a little bit of edit mode. I use a little bit of everything. I just put it out there as a possibly good way to find references. Yeah, I suppose. Like, I don't know, man. Like, luckily, this day and age, right? I don't really need to look for like references as often, and the references that you most likely will need most of the times are very basic references that you can find in Google, which is like anatomy references. That's the main thing that you're going to need. So if at any point you need to find like again anatomy references, all you need to do is like, hey, back muscles, hey, leg muscles, and you will get the references that you need. Now, if you're looking for artistic references, now that's a little bit more difficult because, well, number one, art is subjective. Two, it really depends on the thing that you're trying to go for. And number three, it depends on how much patience you have on um it depends on how much patience you have for the different social media platforms that there are out there. And I don't know. I call Pinterest a social media platform as well, simply because it has social aspects. But you know what I mean, right? Huh? Why not? Would you recommend starting out with reference image and then put sharpen on stuff? Try different things, Maslet. Try different things. Tried for example, I've never like there's a lot of people that work having referencing the background and the side to actually like model the 3D model based on the proportions of those drawings. I've never really done that because I don't like it. I have no idea what Kush is. On Google, you can do minus AI and you will have less AI stuff. It doesn't matter, dude. Like, why do you care that you see AI illustrations? You're not giving them money unless you follow them. You're not giving them exposure. So, what do you care if you're using, like, if you see AI illustrations on Google? You're not benefit. You are not benefiting them in any way. Let me Google for like tray. Silver blade tray, because I need something with handles, and I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, so they're usually just like merged into the whole thing. Mhm. Victoria Gorth. All right, I suppose that I can make some kind of ornament. Here in the tape, I use it when I need real references like textures or stuff like this. Again, dude, I don't know, man. I think that'll have the most. Also, one last question: do you manually rig your characters after guess you make it simple T pose? I don't work in T pose. I work in A pose, but it doesn't really matter if you want to use T pose or A pose. Both of them have their advantages and disadvantages. Um, and sometimes I make my own rigs. Sometimes I use an add-on. For example, this thing I'm using right now, this is an add-on. It's called Auto Rig Pro, and it's I don't know, it's a really cool add-on. The paid add-on though, it's $40. It's actually 20, but like honestly, like I don't recommend anybody getting the um I don't recommend anybody getting the I'm gonna go rid of that. The $20 version simply because like the main appeal of these add-on, it's the smart rig function, like this thing that allows you to rig things by placing markers. So you don't have to set up the main rig. Hello? There we go. No, it wasn't the paid version. It was the basic version. I mean, both of the versions are paid, but it was a $20 version. It wasn't the $40 version. Still, a good deal. Hi, Kitty. What you doing? Yeah, they will be kind of uncomfortable to grab, so I think I'm getting rid of it. Getting rid of it. Get rid of it. I mean, not that it matters. Mask, and then fill holes. There we go. Now let's see. Can I grab what is that? That should be. I don't remember what that option is. Mesh boundary? No. Facets boundary? Facets? No. Topology? No. Normal plane? Plane. I think it's plane. There we go. Yeah, it was plane. How you doing, Wind? What's up? Plane again? Let me know where you are. It's okay, dude. Morning is fine. Good day. How's that? Now let me decimate. What's up, Noble? How you doing? All right, that'll do for now. Apply transforms. There we go. A bit overwhelmed because I'm a bit overwhelmed because still learning program plus sculpting plus anatomy, satisfied with progress, but I'm really slow. Everybody's really slow, Augie. Like it's the normal, you know? It's the norm. Don't worry. Take it slow. Take it at your own pace. And try to overdo it. And try to burn out. Because that sucks big time. You know, just keep doing things. Very, very chill. Safe? Sure. Gonna lurk for a while? Alright, Noble. Thank you. Not much. Just doing work things. Got the new printer unboxed last night, but didn't get to play with it since. Alright. Yeah. I'm really thinking about buying it. So I'm waiting on your feedback on that. Let's print these to that, and then let's print these to these hand. Right? The Saturn 4 Ultra, I think. It's great. Dope. Yeah, I'm really thinking about buying it. Medium points, please. You didn't have the level to calibrate it. First print, no issues. What are you trying to print? Did you try to print something that comes with the printer, or did you try to print like something that's a little bit more elaborate? Oh, that's cool. He'll be able to give you some next week. Planning to hopefully tonight do some basic tests, get my exposures and all dialed. All right, dope. I mean, no rush to actually get it. Rush gender bent model? No. You can ask as many questions as you want, Ogie. Don't worry. Still using mouse, no real reason to switch to tablet, but I've been wondering will be convenient. Shall I grab? This is what I've been using. Hey, Alvin, how you doing? So, like, here's my pen. I do use it every now and then, but honestly, like, I don't really use it at all. I'd say that maybe I use it for a couple things here and there, but really, I barely use my tablet or the tablet function, I suppose. Like, I have a screen tablet and I use it as a screen. Tired from work? Damn, dude. That's a mood. Now, let's be honest. Having a tablet it really helps, right? I didn't learn how to sculpt with a mouse. I learned how to sculpt with a tablet and a pen. And then eventually, I accidentally transitioned to doing most things with my mouse. If you can find a cheap one, which you can find cheap ones. I recommend you still get one, especially if you want to get into texturing. It can make your life a lot easier. Do you need a fancy one? You don't need a fancy one, right? And basically, I suppose let me correct my statement. I have my screen tablet. I have a pen. I almost never use it, but I like to know that if I need it, I can use it. How many screens did it give you in total? What do you mean? Like, how many screens do I have? I have three. I had four, but I gave one of my monitors to my wife. I might actually buy another one because I need a fourth monitor. Because right now I have Blender on like my tablet, like this screen. I have OBS on this screen, and then I have my browser on that other screen. But I need another monitor to have Discord and to have um PureRef and all the things. Hold up. All right. Emotional support tab, basically. Okay. Hey, Mugaka, how you doing? Where do I read you guys? I read you on this screen. That's why I'm looking this way, right? My camera is right here, and then the chat's right there. Actually, hold up. Let me lower the camera a little bit. I move things around a little bit. No, I'm still a little bit too. Oh, what the fuck? Alright, maybe that's a little bit better. I don't know. Yeah, I'm still moving things around on my setup. Right, my camera yesterday was like right here in front of me with the green screen and stuff, but I decided to move it to the side a little bit. Did I move my mic? No. I mean, I did, but like 5 centimeters. Tiny rush. No, hold up. Yeah, we're back to these, I guess. No. Holy boy, it's getting hot. I'm curious about the whole reference subject. Where do you find your references for your model projects? I don't usually look for references, and the references that I do look for are basically like whatever image that I can find of the character just to know what it actually looks like. But honestly, I don't really like if I have an idea of like or I want to like get like different ideas or inspiration for outfits, like maybe I'll like I just try to like I'm not looking for anything specific. Whatever different things that I can find, I'll see if I can get, and if I can get them, great. If not, then tough luck, and then I just try to figure it out as I go. Now, I don't recommend you do that if you don't have experience. In my case, I've been doing this for a long time, so I do have a little bit of experience. But yeah, how you doing today, Magak? Are you happy with the? Oh, you know what, Magaku? You know what you might think that I moved my mic because this is what my camera, I suppose, look like. Not look like, but this is the orientation that my camera had yesterday, right? But I flipped the screen today because I don't like being here and looking away from the overall screen. Does that make sense? So depending on the light, like on the side that I'm at, like if I'm on the side, I don't mind having these like mirroring or whatever, right? But since I'm here, wait, you do that and it ends up like shit. You haven't. Oh yeah, the reference thing. Yeah, like yeah, you need to have like some experience if you really want to go with no reference. What was I saying? I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I don't know. I forgot. I spaced out. Once human? No. No, I was definitely not talking about once human. I think for these pose, we're gonna need a different focal length. So let's go for 30. No, you know what? No, let's go back to 50. Yeah, this works. I don't know. I think it works. What do you guys think? You need more cats. Oh yeah, I remember now. Are you happy with the channel? Right? Because it's basically just only you using it. It's just you. What do you advise is good level of stud divide to work if you still wait what? If you still want to have good topology control, one two. It all depends, dude. Like topology control, it's really dependent on what you're trying to do, Sam. Right? If you're trying to not go over 2000 polygons, like I wouldn't recommend you do the same things if you were trying to get to stay under 2000 polygons versus if you were trying to stay under 100,000 polygons. So it's really dependent, dude. Like subdivision, it's mainly there for you to have like a better idea of how smooth something will look once you actually like the idea of having subdivision on something is for you to eventually apply it. Right? It's because you want that like I don't know smoothness. It's because you want that amount of topology. That's the idea behind having the subdivision modifier. The cool thing about it is that it's not permanent. I usually just have like one PRF file and then I just start like adding or deleting things as I need. Turn out amazingly. It's looking okay. I wonder what else can we change about these, or how else can we improve these? So you barely, really, very. I mean, it's I suppose not very rarely, but yeah, I'm just going to keep on going with the very rarely. You very rarely actually want to keep the subdivision modifier as a modifier. because it only gets in the way of things. If you're trying to sculpt, you can't really sculpt on something that has a subdivision modifier. If you're trying to rig something, having something with a subdivide modifier, it's going to impact the performance of the posing and then the performance of the animation or the animating process if you're trying to animate. Um, if you are trying to do like UV work or UV editing, having a subdivision modifier, if you have it turned on for whatever reason, it's going to take you a little bit of time to actually like it's going to get into the way of your performance in general. Right now, there's some things and some scenarios in which having a subdivision modifier, it's whatever. You can actually keep it as a modifier, and that's if you're going to render something, But you don't actually work with the subdivision modifier enabled. You turn it off and then you turn it on when you're trying to render. Otherwise, you impacted your performance, which is actually, now that I think about it, it's probably one of the reasons why so many people think that Blender performance is bad. Because I've seen so many people, and I was guilty of this before. And let me do a. Hold on, let me see if I can find a model that I have that has like low resolution ish. But I believe Frankie has low resolution. Frankie, and now let's go to one of the first files that we have here. Yeah, all right. You see this model, right? Like, this is low enough. Yeah? Like, this is only like 10,000 polygons, 11,000 polygons. That's low enough. Now, let's say, like, look at the performance, right? The performance is pretty dope right now. You know? It's really, really smooth. Now, let me add a mirror modifier to this whole thing. How bad? I added it wrong. Still pretty smooth. Now, let me add a subdivision modifier to this thing. Not as smooth. And I'm not sure if you can actually tell, but I went from basically 60 FPS to like 30 FPS, maybe 40 FPS, right? And this is only a 10,000 polygon model. If you have something that's 20,000 polygon or 30,000 polygon, it's going to be a lot heavier, right? Now, let me show you something. I'm going to apply the mirror modifier, and I'm going to apply the subdivision modifier. We're back to 60 FPS. 40,000 polygons. How you doing, Star 5? Fire VR. What's up? Look at these. Whee! It's perfect. Now, if I was to add a subdivision modifier to these, look at that. Look at that. It's a little bit jittery, right? Now let's apply it. Back to smooth. 175,000 polygons. Hopefully, I made hopefully you guys understand my point. Exactly. 1 million polygon bricks. 100% that's what I said. It's been a while since I've been watching your stream. Hope you're doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm just melting my ass off because it's so fucking hot. But other than that, I'm doing fine. And my music paused. I know you guys can hear music. Sorry, there's not much that I can do about that. I mean, the main thing that I will have to do about that is to not stream on YouTube. But I was playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Heart Mode. Oh, that was a while ago. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't touched that game in a while. I'm waiting for the PC version to come out so I can get into another a month-long depression. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. But yes, and now when it comes to sculpting with the subdivision modifier on, let me show you something real quick. Cube, yeah, why not? The problem with sculpting with the subdivision modifier is not only that you're having a like performance issue that you're not going to find it if you're sculpting if you are just sculpting on something that's this slow. So multiple things are happening. Number one, when you're sculpting in sculpt mode, right, with the subdivision modifier, you're not actually sculpting on the topology that you see here. You're not actually sculpting on these. You're sculpting on these. So, for example, if I was to enable wireframe, you'll see that I only have four vertices on each face. You know, basically that means that I can't grab anything that's not these points because that's how sculpting in 3D works. You're actually grabbing vertices. Now, the other problem that's happening is that every time that you make a movement, you're asking Blender to do this basically to turn it off, make the movement, and then turn it off. Now, when you're doing that with hundreds of polygons, it starts to get a little bit heavy. All right, so let me go all the way up to like 5. Cool. All right, see, pretty smooth. And now if I turn on subdivision, it's not as smooth anymore. And this is only 6,000 polygons. Let's make it a little bit more obvious, right? Let's apply this thing. Let's go a little bit higher. Right now we have 100,000 polygons. Really smooth, right? Now if I apply if I add a subdivision modifier to this, I bet. See? Now if I apply it, really smooth again. In short, Blender is not bad. People just don't know what they're doing. Exactly. Dude, I think I'm actually gonna retouple this thing. I don't want to, but I might have to. Nah, I'm not gonna. Fuck that. That's right. We got some Pasolito in bets. Um, let's see. What am I doing here? Gonna prevent the central vertex to collapse because so the problem with that is that you're having a scale issue. That's one of the reasons why I work in like such huge scales. You're having a scale issue there, Stan. Basically, the default Blender setting for the units and the scale, it's really, really bad, especially for like the whole mirroring thing. And you want to change that in one of two ways, right? You can either a change the scale of the whole Blender scene, which you can do here, and good luck trying to figure that out because I don't know how. I never really tried. Units, right? You need to go to scene properties and then units. And then you change things around in here and hope that they work. The other thing that you can do is just scale things up massively. To give you an example, this is what Suzanne looks like in this scene. Like, this is the scale at which Blender by default wants you to work at. What do? I just make things bigger. I just make things huge. And I have no issues with merging anymore. It's also better for simulations. At least that's been my experience, right? If you want to get into simulations, I've mind you, I don't know anything about simulations, right? I'm not good with simulations. This has been just my experience whenever I've tried to learn how to do things with simulation. I've had better results with bigger meshes, with bigger objects. Now you do that. You do with that information whatever you want to do. I think maybe this is too much. Hi, do Natsby. Can you recommend how to upload an animation to Twitter without looking like pixelated crap? Best resolution for these? You go into, let's see, you go into Twitter, and then you go into, I believe it's more, and then no, where is that? Oh, you go into Twitter, then you go into premium, and then you pay. Now, I wouldn't recommend you do that, but yeah, anytime, son, anytime. Whatever, dude. I know that learning Blender is a pain in the ass. I know. You know? I know. I know that learning Blender is a pain in the ass. So I'm trying to help people go through that journey as, easy as possible. Because learning Blender is a gigantic pain in the ass. There's so much conflicted information, there's so much wrong information, there's so many people that are teaching things that are just bad habits. So many people not understanding why things are slow and complaining that they're slow. So many people complaining that Blender crashes all the time when they are actually the reason why the software is crashing. So yeah, more than happy to do whatever I can do to help. And as we jokes aside, yeah, there's nothing really that you can do about it. Is you go if you go to my profile on Twitter, and you'll see that my videos even get that way. You know, there's really not like I pay for Twitter, blue whatever, right? Mostly as a way of like number one, like I use Twitter to make my money. Like I don't mind paying five. Like I don't even know how much it is now, dude. I think it's 9, 8 euros a month. I'm not sure. I don't mind paying that bit, I suppose. To I guess keep the lights on the platform that I use to make my money off of. Does that make sense? And also, who knows? It might actually help the algorithm. In my case, I need the algorithm to be on my side. How you doing, Soulchain? What's up? It's not that hard to be honest. I just ask you whenever I need help. It's pretty easy to be honest. Yeah, you accept you. That's exactly what you do, Mogaku. It's not like I need to pester you, so you can ask me questions. My experience now is like trying to run with three masks and I can't breathe. Yeah, no, it's like that, dude. The first 3 weeks of me learning Blender, it was painful. It was a lot of pain. I don't like that. Read your piano. What's up? You need to sleep? Go to sleep, dude. I'm doing okay. Hopefully you're doing fine. Doing alright. Was watching my redesign get drowned before Twitch suspended them over a bag drawing. What do you mean? Twitch suspended them? Were there chicks on it? My day is just hot. This is really, really hot. It's hot and I have long hair. But that's my fault, you know? Right, I need to fix his weights. I'll do that later. Now you here. What are we gonna do about you? Let's say this is for printing. What's the best way for me to actually... Alright, Wind. Have a good time. Yeah, sure, Solchi. Send me the art. Let's see it. She's been doing Blender for a while now, Blue. She's been doing Blender for, I don't know, months. At least half a year. I don't know. My notion of time is really, really bad as of late. What are we gonna do with this hair? This ponytail? Like, obviously put it to the side, I suppose. Who, me or my wife, Maggie? Me? I've been doing Blender for... I've been using Blender for 4 years. I think I started using Blender on January 30th, 2020. So it's actually like 4 years and like 2 weeks. Sent it? Where? Oh, it's message request. Something. Seriously? They got suspended over these? Jesus fuck. Meanwhile, In the meantime, I didn't realize that, yeah, I don't know, dude. Twitch has been crazy lately. Like, Gaz got suspended over a picture on the background, not even the background of the stream, the background of his camera, like an anatomy book he has. Bear got suspended over black nipples. Um, Niche got suspended over. I mean, to be fair, it was kind of like a slutty post, but still, it was just a post. There was no detail. Yeah, it's been crazy, dude. I will say this, and I said it before. The moment I get suspended for doing this, that's the last time we do 3D streams. How you doing, Yarnoy? What's up? Yeah, you had to zoom in like super hard, Nix. I saw the thing, and but still, dude, it's like just fucking anatomy. Oh, like you have people spreading her like their cheeks on camera, so people can see the inside of their assholes, pretty much. You know, Sweet Home Alabama. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. Yeah, full physical, dude. But then you have like people having like anatomy books on the background accidentally. Let's suspend you for 3 days. You know, that's not me. That's my wife. Just thank my wife because I don't really make the videos. I just stream and she clips the things and then she makes the videos. I don't really do anything. I'll be right back. Right. I'm back. All right, what's happening here? I'm a legend for you now. Thank you. I don't know why, but thank you. I believe a mod bot picked up a message on the chat about nudity. Really? I don't know, man. I don't understand how any of that works. Did you get all your Blender knowledge for free with YouTube tutorials, or no? I didn't. I've never paid for any like Blender course or anything, and I don't recommend anybody paying for any of those either. Because the ones that I've seen, they're not good. But hey, I understand that some people need like more structure education. I suppose that's not my case, but I understand that there's some people that need that. Tutorial for eyes? What do you mean tutorial for eyes, Magaku? Not gonna lie, they have been a little bit too heavy-handed with the art streamers. A little bit, Mr. Watts. At least it feels that way. The tutorial how to make tutorials? I don't make tutorials. My wife makes the tutorials for me. I mean, I've done it multiple times, and I think I have 2 tutorials on YouTube on how to make shaders, Mr. Watts. Server hopping is back. It's been back for a while, Nix. It's been back since day one, pretty much. The only issue that there's been with that is that you can't go back to your wall during congested periods, right? So basically, if there's a lot of people playing, you can't go back. But like, let's say you move in the middle of the day and then you can't go back because the servers are really congested. You can just go back in the morning. The flip normals tutorials are not really good because they do everything very like industry based, and it's just not interesting. Actually, like there's been quite a few people that have told me that they have shied away from doing 3D because those were the tutorials that they were watching. You know what? I need to do things a little bit differently. So we're gonna move these to that. Boom. That way we can actually add rotation to these and look at it from different angles. Let's go for item and then boom. Go all the way here to 250, 360. And boom. All right. Let's move these forward a little bit. That's a little bit too much. I think that's a little bit better. Well, I'm gonna move it just a little bit to the. All right, now we need to move the camera a little bit. Yeah, that's cool. I think I just watched the top of one. And what about the user interface and basics? Trying to do things hard way on my own. Trying to do things. Are you saying that you're trying to do things hard way on your own because you're watching their videos, or you're just trying to figure things out, or you're on your own? Did you boost channels? I think I was watching CG, like, I at some point, I believe that I have watched their videos, when I was starting out, but then eventually I just thought that they weren't good. Oh, there's one tutorial that I don't know if this is an actual, like, if I will call this a tutorial, but there's one video that I recommend everybody watch. Blender haircuts, I think. It's a very long video. It's a very, very long video. Maybe it's CG Boost. Let's see. CG Boost. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's from them. Alright, let me see if I can find it. There's one video they have that it's really, really, really good and really useful. It's a sloppy. You are going to fall asleep. And you're gonna end up watching it like in multiple uh watches, but it's worth it. There we go. This video. 100 plus tips to boost modeling in Blender. Give this a watch. There's so many useful things in this video. Give this a watch. It's 2 hours long. Watch the whole thing. It's worth it. Everybody here that uses Blender or wants to use Blender, watch that video. Huh? Can you make a video explaining what topology flow works best for you when doing phases and expression? No, I can't because I have no idea what I'm doing. Hey, how you doing, Jeremy? What's up? Perché mai vuoi lo che tengo il video? Lo che ya tengo il video. No thoughts. No thoughts. Only do. I unga, therefore I bunga. How you doing, Polybits? What's up? Yeah, my wife thinks that whenever I do topology, she's just telling me that I should make a tutorial explaining how I go about doing the topology flow for the face. Nice of you to think that I actually think whenever I'm doing those things. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just do. I'm not thinking. What like if it fits, I see it. Basically, that's my logic. No, it's just like I just brute force the pieces of the puzzle in. Guys, my wife's hitting me. Like right now, forget your job, watch these. Well, I don't know now, because dude, if you watch that right now, you're gonna fall asleep. It's a long video, and I don't know about you, but anytime that I watch tutorials, I just fall asleep. I just fall asleep. How the fuck does the pirates do this? Cause it was my sister-in-law's birthday a couple of days ago, and they made a piña she's almost 30, but they made a piñata. They made a piñata in the shape of, I suppose, a ship, and there were like, or a chest. I don't know. There was a booty. And I don't mean like this type of booty. I mean like fake coins and fake diamonds and all that stuff, right? Because we have like baby nephews, right? We have a nephew that's 8 years old. We have a nephew that's 4 years old. We have another one that's I think like five. I don't know, six, seven. I have no idea. I have no fucking clue. And of course, my sister-in-law, she's 29, but they all like that sort of things, right? So they made uh um pirate theme piñata, I suppose, kind of thing. And there were inflatable like sabers and coins and fake rubies and all that stuff. And I'm sorry, and real rubies and all that stuff. And yeah, it's not her birthday, guys. It's not. It's not. I will let you know when my wife's birthday is. But yeah, that's why we have pirate stuff laying around. Also, Augie, while I respect the trying to figure things out on your own, I don't think it's a good idea. And that's as nice as I can put it. Because here's the thing about 3D. There's many different ways of doing the same thing. Most of those ways are wrong, but are wrong in the sense that they will get you to that point, but not in a good way. What is that? What do you want? Bet. You fell for it? No, do not believe anything my wife says. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my hair. If you're really new, yeah, Grand Abbott has amazing tutorials for newbies. He makes great tutorials for newbies. Why is this not white? Satsuki serving milk or melons, melons. I don't know, dude. Like I have, like the idea is not done. There's a couple of things that I'm going to add. It's just that I'm not gonna add them because Twitch. So I'll add them off the screen and you'll see tomorrow. Malones, Malones. Oh, dude. Why do I have so much hair? That's not what I mean, Mogaku. Oh my god, you're so funny. You're such a funny guy. Oh, if he ever has breakdowns and wants to shave his head, I'll promise shave it on stream. I mean, it's happened before. How do I put it? I watched a sculpt tutorial just so I know the tools, and I started sculpting faces without a tutorial on that. I know it's hard way, but it's more satisfying to me. Dude, it can be the best thing that you've ever felt. I'm just giving you my point of view from when I'm where I'm at in this journey, I suppose, you know? Learning things the hard way when it comes to 3D, it's not a good idea because you're going to adopt a lot of bad habits and you're going to learn a lot of wrong things, which in turn will hurt the quality of your whatever it is that you're doing. Now, you don't need to care about that. You don't have to care about that. I'm just giving you my 2 cents. You decide what to do with that. Up to you if you want to go that route. I know people that they have told me, no, I don't want to learn anatomy. I will just learn. I will just copy what things the things that I see other artists do. And let me tell you, it shows. You know, anytime that I see someone like that, it shows that they're not trying to learn anatomy. It shows that they're trying to copy in things without understanding. It shows. Now, if they don't care, you don't need to care. Again, I'm just giving you my 2 cents in case you want to do anything with that information. If the thing that you want to do with that information is just throw it away, that's perfectly fine. You don't need to justify anything to me, I suppose. You know, at the end of the day, you do whatever it is that you want to do. You don't need to justify anything to me or to anybody. You do things whichever way you want to do them. That's perfectly fine. But I do like to say these things in case in the future, because it's happened before, you know, that I meet people that tell me these sort of things, and then I tell them what I'm telling you, and then a couple of months down the line, they then ask me how they can improve. Why are they not improving? And it's like, brother, I told you the first time you brought this up, you know? And then they tell me, no, but I don't want to do anything. I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Then don't complain to me that you are not improving. That's all. You know, it's like, dude, I want to do diet, but I don't really want to look into how to do a diet, so I'm just gonna eat cake. And then 2 months down the line, it's like, dude, I'm not losing weight. I wonder why. All right, what am I doing here? I need to. Am I happy with this pose? Are we happy with this pose, guys? Is she leaning a little bit too forward? Like, I want this to be a little bit exaggerated, I suppose. See, I'm the opposite. Okay, I always think that I'm doing things wrong. You know, I always think that I'm doing things wrong. So I'm constantly looking for basically someone to tell me that I'm doing it wrong and explaining to me how am I supposed to do it. It hasn't happened yet. I mean, it's happened in the past, right? But nowadays, it hasn't happened in a while, in a long while. But I still look for it. Like this, you mean? Yeah, this is easy to adjust, right? Basically, polybits. Let me, like, in case you don't know like how I'm working nowadays, which I mean is perfectly logical if you don't know how I'm working nowadays, because I don't show that on stream. I don't do that part on stream. But I apply the pose, and then after applying the pose, I make a new rig based on these pose, right? And like the legs, this is really easy to change if I feel like I want to change it. But these area right here, this is not easy to change. Um, so I'm wondering if like this amount of like leaning forward, it's okay, or if it's too much, you know? Medium points. Like I know that I need to like have some kind of like arc, I suppose, like a little bit of an inclination on the back, because to create balance, because this is gonna be heavy. The bend until those airbags hit the knees. Oh, I completely misread that. There we go. Better? There you go. Ship it. Can't get any better. Yeah, I know, right? People are gonna love printing those. All right, let's make a duplicate of these. Send these over to ponytail backup. Select this whole thing, right click, and then convert to mesh. Why is there no music? Because I'm using Restream right now to stream on both YouTube and Twitch. And like I was hoping that that would allow me to actually separate the VOD tracks, but it actually ended up having the VOD tracks, like the music track, on both Twitch and YouTube. And yeah, I can't actually stream on both streams, like on both Twitch and YouTube, and make it so the music is not recorded in one. And I would like for the videos for the stream to stay on YouTube without getting muted, without getting copyright struck or anything. Um, because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to download the videos that Twitch has, because they're really bad. They're really heavy. They're like 9 gigabytes per stream or something like that. It's really really crazy. Um, so yeah, that's basically why. Because I'm lazy. And also, I'm using Restream now because I actually like that I have both chats on one single chat, right? Like I have this thing, and anytime that we have a YouTube comment, it shows up in here. It's a lot easier for me to keep track of what people are saying. Yeah, this is fine for now. Like, it doesn't really matter. I can actually get working on these things, then convert to mesh. Is it already converted to mesh? No, it's not. Hold on, let me check my phone. There's a bunch of notifications that I have going on. Okay. So in that subject about improving, what is the right way to study anatomy? Whatever way works for you. Over the idea that I'm unable to fully study or comprehend sculpting anatomy, it's gonna take you a long time, dude. Like there's things that I don't know. Frankly, it's mostly my fault because it's been a while since I've done anatomy studies, and it shows. Um, but right now I'm not in a point in which I can actually do that, I suppose, right? I'm trying to make these as easy for me as possible because I'm at heart when it comes to the burnout and all that stuff. The worst way that you can actually study anatomy it's by studying anatomy that other people drew. The best way for you to study anatomy is for you to actually look at actual real life pictures. Do not go about there's one thing that for the longest time people have repeated over and over and over and over and over and over again. Well, like the shoulder to elbow, it's supposed to, line up with the end of your rib cage, and then the nose is supposed no, no, no. That's just going to make things the things that you make look super blocky and look very samey all the time. There's a little bit of leeway, but well, like it is true that you don't want to make I don't know, dude, like a rib cage that barely cover like reaches like this height, right? 100%. Like you do want to know exactly like how long or how small, how big or how small a rib cage can be. You don't really want to fall into these like you have to do everything this size because I say so kind of things, which happens a lot. But yeah, that's basically it. Honestly, like the main way for me to study anatomy has been actually just looking at real life pictures. Play video game music remixes. I play Gamer Chub Spotify playlist. A few songs will get content ID, but dude, like, no, you don't understand polybeats. Like, it's the copyright thing, like system or whatever on YouTube. It's so fucking aggressive. Yesterday, I we watched on stream like a 1 minute reel of an animator. You know, of a 2D animator that works for Bones, and they've done animations for One Piece, One Punch, not One Piece, One Punch Man, and other animes, right? And we were watching that clip, no sound, no nothing. It got flagged just because we watched a 1 minute video. When I was working on Rias from High School DxD, we watched the opening, no music. We watched the opening because I wanted to see a little bit more about the characters and what the whole thing was about. It got flagged for copyright, and I had to remove that part. So I'm trying to just like uh, reduce the amount of headaches that I get. Nah, it doesn't matter. Like I don't want to have it there. It bothers me. It bothers me to see like even if I'm not making money out of it, I don't care, dude. Like the idea of like there's some random ass company that is just like you can't monetize this video because you have like a 30-second segment of this opening with no music. It's just stupid to me, and I like I'm done that way. Like those things affect me more than they should. And have you ever been, I don't know, at a point in your life in which the like you feel like the most minor inconvenience that you can actually run into will make you just quit the whole thing? You know, like I'm done. That's it. That's where I'm at right now. Yeah, I mean, this is getting a little bit too real, I suppose, but I'm not in a good place when it comes to this. When it comes to my work, I'm not in a good place with this. I'm having a really, 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 really hard time creating content, if you want to call it that. Even the crash when you were sculpting made you quit for a day. I mean, dude, like those things don't really make me quit that often. Like there was one time that it was really, really bad though, Mogaiko, that it kept on crashing. I couldn't figure out why. Eventually, I just copied everything into a new file, and the thing fixed it itself. I have no idea what was happening. It's very rare that something like that happens, but it does happen from time to time. But yeah, I do like I feel that pain. I was so angry for a whole like 30 minutes. I was trying to figure out what it was because even though I knew from the get go after the second time that it crashed that the main solution for me was to just copy everything into a new instance of Blender, I wanted to figure out what was happening. Like the same way that I figured out that for whatever reason my Blender crashes sometimes when I use the snap tool, like the snap two faces thing. I wanted to figure out what it was. Do you study the anime for? No, I do not. I've never even like I think I've seen like maybe 2 pages of that book. I don't like studying anatomy that way because I'm trying to go for something that's both stylized and something that's a little bit more organic. So that's why I look at real life pictures, right? I see like again real life pictures, and it's like, oh, look at that! Like, there's a little bit of a skin roll happening here whenever they do these pose. There's a little bit of like the fat on the arm deforms the arm this way, and that's usually what I'm trying to look at, like real life pictures, real life people doing real life things. Now, is that the best way to study anatomy? I don't know. I don't think so, but that's the way that works for me. And I'm not trying to be the best at anything. I'm just trying to be good enough. You know? The toy incident? Kind of. A little bit, yeah. It's really annoying. Toy incident. There's a guy that makes that. I don't know if that's the only thing that they made, but they made a lot of Dragon Ball Z content or Dragon Ball in general, right? Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball plain Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super. They made a lot of Dragon Ball content, and then all of a sudden they've been making content of Dragon Ball for years, and it's been okay. And then all of a sudden, one day Toei decides that no, 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 you can't do that. And they start retroactively copyright striking his videos, hundreds of videos that he then had to either unpublish, take down, or fix. In which like they were taking the money from those videos because Toei decided that hey, that's our content because it has Dragon Ball content. And this was like years down the line. So the guy had to go back through years of content and fix the situation because Toei decided that that money was actually theirs. Yeah. Now, when you have been a YouTuber for 4 years and years, and you have had like a relative success, you are now like your livelihood depends on the health of that channel, right? And when you have a big company copyright striking your channel or copyright claiming your channel, whatever you want to call it, um, that's affecting your livelihood. Not to mention that it makes you reconsider, okay, what am I gonna do now? Because I think while like maybe the guy did a lot of like anime content, but as far as I remember, and I may be misremembering, the guy was mainly focused on Dragon Ball content. So his audience was watching him because of Dragon Ball content. Now all of a sudden you can't do Dragon Ball content anymore because Toei is claiming your videos. It makes you rethink your life a little bit. and scary insane that they can do that. Most companies can do that at any point. It's just that they don't do it because most of the times company care about the PR impact that something like that is gonna have in their um I don't know, sales, I suppose, the perception that people have of them. Like the only other company that I know did something of the kind or something like that was Nintendo. And they eventually ended up walking that back because it really hurt them in the long run. For those that don't remember, I suppose, years ago, I don't even remember how many years ago, like 6, 7, 8 years ago, Nintendo decided that pretty much the same thing, right? Nintendo created a new program in which creators had to apply to this program for them to be eligible to make money off of Nintendo content. So if you made Let's Play videos, right, which was very popular at the time, and if you're wondering what happened with Let's Play videos, um, about Nintendo games, this is what happened, right? Nintendo basically, if you were not in the program, Nintendo was claiming every single Let's Play video that people were doing because that was their content. It was the game that was being played, and Nintendo argued that the people were watching the game and not the actual YouTuber or the people that was playing the game. In which in it's kind of stupid because in reality, most people that watch Let's Play videos, they watch it because they want to see the interaction of the specific person with the game, not the game you know? Not to mention that a lot of people will watch Let's Play videos to finalize the decision onto whether or not they should buy a game. So eventually they ended up walking that back. At the time, I still watched the guy, but at the time I was watching this person that he was making a lot of Pokemon videos, a lot of Pokemon content, and dude, like he had to figure out what to do. And that whole situation, like it really hurt him. Eventually, he was able to bounce back up, and now he's doing amazing. He's doing super great. But dude, at the time that was rough for people that made Nintendo content. So yeah, like I'm just trying to avoid any kind of situation like that. I'm just trying to get into a flow, and I'm trying to make things in a sustainable way so I can keep on doing them the same way and not have to worry about future headaches. All of it, if that makes sense. Now, what you said about like game music and like there's a bunch of like different sorts of music that we can find that are not that has no copyright or there are more than five, not DMCA. You know what I mean, you know? The other problem that I have with this is that I need to decide then if I want to use um the plugin to stream on multiple sources or if I want to use Restream. In the case of Restream, for whatever reason, I'm not able to separate the tracks for the music and and my voice, which I don't understand why. I have it set up that way on the advanced properties. You can see here, right? I don't have it set here to like 2 or 3, which is the same settings that I had before. Before I start using Restream, I mean. And I assume it's happening the same thing that it's happening with the plugin that I have to stream on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. It's like Twitch is fine, but I'm basically then doing a restream of whatever it's happening on Twitch. I don't know what's happening there, honestly, with that plugin. But the thing is that the music actually goes through the YouTube video and stays there, which is annoying. And lastly, quite frankly, I don't really care about listening to music that I don't care about. So if I can't listen to my music on stream, which by the way, right now I'm listening to my music on stream, but what I mean, if I can't listen to my music and have it played on my stream, then there's no point of me playing music. No, it does, Polybit. It supports audio splitting if you're streaming directly to YouTube. I know that's the case because I've done it, right? But it doesn't do it through the yeah, it does. Either that dude or I'm just like going crazy and I'm like, creating memories that don't exist. But there was a period of time that I was streaming only on YouTube. Not that long ago, and I was listening to music while streaming, but the music was not recorded to the VOD. Maybe it's a new thing. I don't know. But when your work is cold as fuck, tough luck, dude. Mine is always hot. Dude, my bag. Hold up, dude. I need to. My bag is. Kind of wet. Your back. Dude, it's so fucking hot. So hot. Send help. Uh, oh my god. People for anime, do you know any sites that have these? I don't know, man. Like I don't really go into any specific site. I just browse the internet, dude. Um, yeah. Like the quote unquote education that I have, it's not a structure in any way. I just do things and I just look at things and I just study the things that I see. It's that simple, honestly. I don't know if that good is the term that I will use, but yeah. Dude, it's so fucking hot right now. Blue. Like we either die because we're eating unhealthy or we die because we're not eating. Because I'm not cooking and she's not cooking because it's so fucking hot. And it's only gonna get hotter. Uh, Dude, it's 34 today. Tomorrow it's gonna be 37. Next day 34, 35, 34, 33, 34, 37. Like that's what it's looking like. And it's only gonna get hotter because we haven't even hit the 40 yet. And we're going to. Huh? I don't know if you want. Hold up, guys. Let me order pizza real quick. Smell Yeah, you are overthinking it. Then what are we going for? Pide tu tremendo triplete. Box. Dos pizza. No, this is not what I want. This is. You chill. Dude, my wife does this thing that anytime that I'm doing something and I'm trying to do the thing that I know she wants, she's just like, I want this thing, I want it with this, and I want this other thing, and we can also have this. It's like, dude, I'm doing the thing. I know what you want. Jesus Christ. Excited for pizza? Yeah. Estás de ¿no? Right. Uh, Me, I get like it's called super pepperoni. You can't imagine how much pepperoni. Like it's pepperoni with it's pepperoni with pizza. No, it's not pizza with pepperoni. Vegetariana, no? But yeah, it's just like pepperoni pizza with more pepperoni. Da, 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 da. There's a deal that is like three pizzas, three middle-sized pizzas with an appetizer and a Coke for 32 euros. That's what we get. Or no, I don't think so, Ivan. Now we go for my Papa points. Papa points and a pizza restaurant, Daddy Jones. Did it do it? I think it did it. I don't know. Hey, how you doing, Arts? What's up? All right, detail. Yes, he does. Please go through. Please go through. Not going through. There we go. It went through. Cool. All right. We're back. Chicken nuggets for lunch. As I'm full functional adult, I feel like you made the right decision. I agree with you, Polybit. That's protein. That's protein, 100%. Protein snacks. Remember yesterday you mentioned Itachi's, I saw a meme talking about how he tortured Sasuke for 72 hours and played his parent deaths on loop, but on okay, your point? Okay, what are you trying to, like, your point? I mean, Sasuke was a little bit of a brat. No, he doesn't. You just thought it was interesting? I mean, dude, look, it's Sasuke. If it was, Neji, if it was Rock Lee, I will be like, yeah, that was kind of rude. But it's Sasuke, you know? The little brat had it coming, you know? No, he didn't mean well. He did not mean well. No, 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 no. Cleared tilt. Here we go. No, no, Itachi meant well, not Sasuke. Of course, Itachi meant well. Of course, he meant well. Sasuke, on the other hand, no, little bad. Had an image of a fish bobber on his back. What the fuck is a fish bobber? Fish bobber. No, no, you're right. I never seen that thing in my life before, but now that I looked, like now that I see it, you're right. See, I have a problem with these, right? And the problem is that I don't like this view, but I like every other one. Like this angle is no bueno. And we either go from here or from here. Pokeball? I don't know, man. I don't want to look for Sasuke. I don't know if it exists in other countries, but we have a TV show called Pascal Le Grand Frère. Pascal the Big Brother. Where it's a dude that go into family with issue and educate the kid. Itachi is Lord accurate Pascal. I mean, yeah, dude. Like, we don't have that show, but yeah. Like Itachi was just trying his best to make sure that Sasuke didn't do anything too crazy, and he still did it. That's the worst part, you know. Itachi was like, "I'm gonna let my little brother kill me, so he understands, and hopefully I can change his mind." And then Sasuke killed Itachi, and then he was like, "Damn, maybe my brother is right. Maybe I need to kill everybody." And start the whole like ninja world anew. Meanwhile, Itachi like, dude, why? No, I do. I do have a few. I don't know where, but I do have a few. Like there's some somewhere. Ugh. I- My back. Cosplay stream? No. Nah, no. Nah. 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 Okay, I don't like this angle anymore. What's up, Goal cosplay stream? I don't think people care for that holidays. I'll tell you what, right? I'll tell you what. Once we actually, because I do want to make some changes, I suppose, on my Discord server and actually make it work properly and try to have some kind of semblance of a community over there. Once we have something like that, and I'm going to keep on trying to stream every day, at least 2 3 hours a day, a day, 2 3 hours a day. Um, right? If we get a little bit more of a community going on, sure, sure, we'll add a cosplay subcall or whatever. All right. You play the piano that is also you play the piano that is bloody as I'm learning. Who plays the piano? I don't play the piano. Who plays the piano? No, I don't play the piano. It's just a gremlin, dude. I don't know if you can hear her laughing in the background, but she's like laughing her ass off right now. But yeah, she's a gremlin. That's when she does that. Like nowadays, she leaves to torture me. Like her number one mission every single day is to test my patience. Like I'm not even joking. Let's see. Let's break her back a little bit more. Why not? Yeah, I feel we need to break her back a little bit more. Sadly. Which I don't necessarily love. See, this is why cheating in 2D is so great. You know? Because in 2D, you can actually do something like, hold up, let me. Wait, let me, right? You can just like move these to the side, and he's like, look, now she has the booty. There we go. Boom. The fuck's happening here? What are you guys talking about? I say torture. Sure, it's love. Why not? Like the same way that I bully out of love, she tests my patience out of love. Do not believe anything my wife say. What? There's no pain anymore. Once I don't feel anything anymore. I just yeah, sure, whatever you say. I mean, it's so easy. And then with 3D artists, try to translate it to 3D, and is yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah, that doesn't go there. Dude, I've been like the amount of times that I've seen like people draw things, and then I try to figure it out how to do that in 3D, and it's like, dude, that thing that you made looks so fucking thin. You know this thing that a lot of people do? I don't know why it's a thing, but it's a thing. Like super small tongues, super small tongues with like pubic hair like popping out of the underwear. I don't know if you guys have seen that. They do it for both male and female characters. That's a like that doesn't look great in 3D because there's volume in 3D. In 2D, you just draw a line and then you just draw another line, and it's like there you go, you have an afro there popping out of a super tiny thing. Oh, that doesn't work in 3D. Should we make a list on YouTube of him just bullying? Just of him just bullying into doing the no, no, why no, no. I'm so glad of on my stream. He's a right. I don't even know what it is anymore. What's honestly, I do not even know what it is anymore. What do I do in Spanish? So I'm pretty sure, like, what you're trying to say is that, like, I'm pretty sure that I have a little bit of dyslexia. But the thing is that I know how to amplify it. So in Spanish, since we work on a syllable system, right? Uh, it's easy for me to mix and match like the order of the syllables. In English, it's not that easy, right? Because there's a lot of words that are like either monosyllable or like very weird, or there's a lot of like just one vowel and then a bunch of consonants. But for example, like just to give you an example, like of things in Spanish is that instead of, for example, saying stupid, I will say sputid, but it doesn't sound as cool or as funny. Because in English, a lot of different like words or like letters and syllables, they change the way they sound depending on where they are in the word. So yeah, twerking, we wah. Mhm. But anyway, folks, I'm hungry. Let me tell you. Symmetrize. There we go. Beam, boom, bam, bada, beam, boom, boom. Wee, wee. Had a lazy eye? I mean, dude, it happens, you know? You gotta make them realistic a little bit, you know? You gotta make them realistic, right? What does this look like if I get rid of the, like, no shadows and then alpha blend? I don't know if that's better. I'll get rid of it for now. Alright, never mind, I can do that. The elbow in the head without getting for guys? I don't know how to do it. Mauricio? I can't move it, Mauricio. Mauricio. You're gonna head out, need to go to work. We'll watch if you're still streaming. No, I most likely won't be streaming for much longer, Magaku. Thank you so much for hanging out. And I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Because I'll stream again tomorrow. What? Who knows what? Huh? De una fera. Yes. Oh, look at that. Wait, what the fuck happened there? Like, I kind of know what happened there, bro. So what happened there? Right. I just saved. I'm gonna get going, guys. I between like these being so hot and like the room being so hot and me being so hungry, I can't think anymore. And we got the post done, which is what I wanted to do. These hopefully will be up tomorrow. All right, and I'll see you guys. Wait, what day is today? Today is Wednesday, right? Yeah, this will most likely be up tomorrow. And I'll see you. I'm hungry. Yeah, it's exactly what. And my back hurts, and I'm just. It's not. I'm not having a great time. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. Have a great rest of your day. Be happy. Maybe I'll post a picture of the pizza on the Discord server. I don't know. Uh, I'll see you guys later. All right. Stay safe. See you tomorrow, fellas. Hello and goodbye. Hope you're doing uh better than usual. Right. I'll see you guys later. Stay safe. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. And bye bye. See you tomorrow. All right. Tomorrow will be most likely a new waifu. Who? I don't know. Maybe a new god Rosalina. We'll see. Um, because I need to start making like waifus that are like popular right now. Also, let me see if anybody that I want to say hi to is live. Nope, nope. There's no people that I want to say hi to. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Stay safe. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Goodbye. Bye bye. Bye bye.